or 3STGH. Whenever I come, I ask of you three things: to like, to share, to subscribe, to become a part of this family. Even as we bring to you exclusive stories making rounds in and around Ghana football. We've got lots of exclusive for you today. Somewhere January, Pro Sports, one of the vibrant sporting agencies in Ghana, in Africa as a whole, based and headquartered in South Africa, announced that they've captured Kumasi Asante Kotoko's goalkeeper, Mohamed Kamara, as their new signee. It has been reported countless times, even on this platform, that Mohamed Kamara has decided to walk down his contract with Kotoko so that when it expires at the end of the season, he'll go as a free agent. ProSport has been making inquiries trying to get a new club for Mohamed Kamara. At the time that they were signing Mohamed Kamara, ProSport had secured a contract with Orlando Pirates for Mo Kamara. I don't know, but I think talks broke down due to disagreement over wage agreement, and so Mohamed Kamara's move, or let me say pre-contract agreement to Orlando Pirates, has taken a snag. I can confirm for you today that Mohamed Kamara, via our kind courtesy Pro Sport, had secured an agreement with Kaiser Chiefs of South Africa, and so if that thing changes, we should be seeing Mohamed Kamara sign a pre-contract agreement with Kaiser Chiefs early next month. I mean, 3 days from now, we enter into March. So next week, by this time, next week gets into 5th of March, when we celebrate the Independence Day of Ghana, Mohamed Kamara should have signed for Kaiser Chiefs. If nothing happens, he was supposed to sign for Orlando Pirates, but then contractual talks and negotiations on agreement of salaries couldn't be sorted out, and so now he is billed and on his way to Kaiser Chiefs. Standing at the same side of Kaiser Chiefs, another signee of Pro Sport from Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Hubert Gyau. Now, before Hubert Gyau was announced as a new signee of Pro Sport on 9 February 2026, there had been a series of conversations, advice from other players of Hubert Gyau trying to tell him why he must commit to Pro Sport, and then pressure from home. But then, if you could remember, before the season started, when Hubert Gyau had signed for Kotoko and it had not been announced, Hubert Gyau granted an interview in a home-based radio in Sunyani and told them that he's just coming to spend a year at Kotoko, and after that year, he'll move on. That interview did him a lot of bad, and then painted Hubert Gyau with a gloomy picture in the faces of Kumasi Asante Kotoko fans. Some called for his head. Others asked that his contract terminated a day after the guy has committed. But then, knowing the qualities that he's got and having that self-belief in himself, and from what he has showed at Bekum coming to Kotoko, it was no surprising that he himself called himself that he plays like Vitinha, and so everyone from Bekum knows him as Hubert Gyau Vitinha. Hubert Gyau has caught the attention of lots of clubs, including Kaiser Chiefs. What me? So Kaiser Chiefs via Pro Sport were in negotiation for Mo Kamara. If nothing happens, he signs a pre-contract agreement with them. We know they've spoken to Captain Sambo Onel too. Again, they want Hubert Gyau. Now, after Hubert Gyau had committed to Pro Sport on 9 February 2026, and this is verifiable, you can just go on X, formerly Twitter, and type Hubert Gyau and add Kaiser Chiefs to it, and you get comments from South African fans. And these are lovers of the PSL. I mean, they've watched football on high stage, seen top level football at play, football that has life, that has money, that has quality. And then they were mesmerized by the performances of Hubert Gyau in the Ghana Premier League. And you could see that some have taken time, painstakingly, out of their busy schedules to follow Hubert Gyau's path and trajectory, that they can talk down into how he plays, talk down into how his quality can be defined with the ball at his feet. And so there's someone that they, from conversations, you could tell that they truly know him and they know the quality Hubert Gyau has got. And so it was no surprising that he was being chased by Kaiser Chiefs. I tell you that Kaiser Chiefs had paid $200,000 for Hubert Gyau last month in January 2026, which was vehemently rejected by the IMC of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. At that time, Kotoko quoted Hubert Gyau's price tag at around $300,000 to $350,000. Somewhere last week, news were making rounds that Hubert Gyau was supposed to be called, or was penned down to be called, as his passport has even been requested by the Ghana Football Association for the upcoming friendly matches with Germany. So, if Hubert Gyau gets that call-up opportunity into the Ghana national team, his price tag raises from $300,000 to $350,000 as quoted, to as high as $450,000 to $500,000. And so the likelihood of Hubert Gyau going to South Africa or signing for Kaiser Chiefs now is very low. Mind you, when you go to Denmark, Hubert Gyau is being chased by Copenhagen. Hubert Gyau is being chased by Midtjylland. Hubert Gyau has offers from Sweden. Hubert Gyau has offers from across the globe. And it's not surprising, because the quality that a 20-year-old guy has, and I have no shred of doubt, and then it is not ambiguous, it is not out of nothing, that I can sit here boldly, confidently, without any fear of favor, and tell you that Hubert Gyau is the best midfielder in the Ghana Premier League. I can take off this cap with a full-blown face and tell you that Hubert Gyau is the best midfielder in the Ghana Premier League. So if he gets that opportunity and named as part of that Black Star squad for the upcoming friendlies, his price tag automatically increases. And so it will bail out Kaiser Chiefs from that. But then now that he's at Pro Sports, who are known for finding top-level teams across Africa and across the globe for Ghanaian players, and for even players of foreign discipline plying their trade in Ghana, you'd expect Hubert Gyau to be on the move soon. So the $200,000, $300,000 bills or quotations you've been hearing were true last month. They are not true at the current state, because Kotoko is demanding for more, at least times 2 of that price. And so it will take more to price Hubert Gyau from Kumasi Asante Kotoko, even as we speak. Yesterday, I made a story about Kotoko's new board, the dissolution of the IMC, the orders from the Chief of Staff of Menchia to IMC to prepare their handing over notes, the introduction of the new board and the board chair to the IMC and vice versa, the transition process, and how Kotoko wants to be run and managed from next season. A series of meetings have taken place. The danger in the Kotoko job is that if you know you are in pole position and you give your name out to be hyped, you give your name out to be mentioned quite frequently, elders at Menchia will think that you are the one leaking information, and so they will drop you. This wouldn't be the first. It certainly wouldn't be the second or the third. So when it comes to matters with regards to Kotoko's board, Kotoko's management, and you don't take care, the one that was in pole position last week or yesterday might have been dropped because elders will think that he's the one giving or feeding information into the media for that trumpet or PR. Until names have been mentioned, I gave you some names yesterday. I'm not backing off from those names. Those names are still strongly being considered. But what I can tell you is that someone very known in the football cycles, someone very close to the Football Association, someone very close to the corridors of power of Ghana football, someone who hasn't denounced Kotoko anywhere, someone who has accepted truthfully to himself that he's one of Kotoko, and then he wouldn't at any point in time turn his back on the job Kotoko would offer him, as CEO, as management member, when called upon, is in pole position to land the CEO job. Again, the upcoming or the new board that is going to be formed has spoken to the powers that be to allow them come with their CEO, come with their management team, so that they can work in accord, hand in hand, and forge the new path and charter a new success story for Kotoko. So someone that you know, I don't know how you're going to take it, whether you like the person, whether it's a friend or a foe, but I'm saying that someone you know, someone very close to the corridors of Ghana football, Ghana power, authority, someone who has always wanted to be the CEO of Kotoko, is in pole position to land the Kumasi Asante Kotoko job. And if that is announced, the new board will bring their new CEO and their new management team. This has been our stories on exclusive from players to the board and everything Kotoko on today's episode. Do stay with us, like, share, subscribe to become a part of the family, even as we bring you more exclusive. Thank you for doing this with me. I don't take your audience for granted. Zaijian. Bye bye.